This is going to be your what's blocking you. This is going to be what's your blockage message. Like, what's the main thing, the most important thing that you need to know that's currently blocking you at this time. And we'll discuss like what you can do to clearly unblock it and work through it. Okay, so all right, so let's see. This is going to be for fire sign placements: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Be sure to flip and switch the roles and genders and place yourself where you fit in the story, okay? So, fire sign placements: Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do they most importantly need to know right? What do they most importantly need to know right now? Okay, so throat chakra. Okay, Nova back there coughing up. God. So there could be, I don't know, y'all could be having a cough, but something with the throat is crazy because she started to cough. She was not coughing until I hopped on your reading, and then throat chakra came out. So your blockage, fire signs, could be your throat chakra. There could be something that you're not speaking up about, something that you're not saying, or something, whether you need to say it to a person or admit it to yourself out loud. There's something that needs to be spoken and said and acknowledged. Communication, expression, self-expression, healing, releasing, and creativity. Some of you guys could struggle with allergies, but I really feel like somebody is struggling right now with saying something. The crystals are sodalite, angelite, blue lace agate. The element is ether. Archangel Michael, it says, I speak only the truth and I listen to others. So fire signs, somebody here needs to speak their truth. Yeah, there could be suppressed anger that somebody could be feeling. Yeah, detachment, lack of stamina and focus, feeling insecure. Let's see, what else for the fire signs? Either somebody needs to hear the truth or speak the truth. So pick which side of that you're on. What else? Detachment. So some of you guys could be struggling with detachment, or somebody could be using detachment as a way to avoid something. Okay. What else? One more? Just one? Suppressing negative emotions. So fire signs, you guys got all air or all throat chakra. So there could be an issue definitely with communication. And because somebody's not saying something, this could be causing you or someone in your energy to feel lonely and misunderstood. Yeah, somebody could be fearful of what people are going to think or say, or what a particular person is going to think or say. This could be you or somebody else. What's throat chakra for the fire signs? What's throat chakra? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. So this could be about money and opportunity. I just heard closed mouths don't get fed. Ace of Pentacles, that's something tangible. Some of you guys need to speak what you want out into the universe. Okay, or say it to somebody. I don't know. But closed mouths don't get fed. Hold on, let me write something down. What's detachment? I feel like somebody's trying to act like everything is fine, that something is okay, but it's not. What's detachment? And it could be about money. Yeah, High Priestess in reverse. Somebody here needs to speak up. I think I got something like this for Sag. Y'all may want to go watch Sag if you have Sag placements and you're watching. Something with the color blue, the throat chakra. Somebody feels like they're in a vulnerable. Somebody could feel like they're in a vulnerable position because they have to depend on other people. This could be fucking with somebody's ego. Somebody could be having a hard time asking for help, or you could have a hard. Some of you guys, somebody here could be in a vulnerable position because they don't have money, they don't have a job. There can also be an unequal give and take because somebody's in their ego. Somebody is not willing to, somebody could be trying to have control over the way something is distributed. So something could be out of balance. It's not fair. Something is not being reciprocated. Something is, there's no equal exchange somewhere. And this could be causing somebody to be put in a really vulnerable position or state, or it could be making somebody feel like, I guess, helpless. Yeah, there could something to do with a mother figure, the Empress here. This person could be at a distance from you. Leo here with the Strength card, Taurus, Libra with the Empress, Cancer with the Chariot, the Sun, more Leo. The High Priestess, Pisces, Cancer. What's suppressing negative emotions? Yeah, Eight of Wands. The Three of Cups in reverse. So this can have something to do with a friend, a so-called friend, or the cups are emotions and threes are about communication. So if it's not up, there could be some gossip going on, or this could be somebody just, they're not being social, they're not being open, they're not really saying how they feel. Somebody's playing, I don't know if somebody had a, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something could be going on with somebody's money. Somebody can have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of debt piled up. Somebody feels like they're all work, no play. They don't have a social life. Maybe somebody can't afford to go out. Yeah, maybe somebody can't afford to do something. I don't know. Or somebody's just a workaholic. Death cards. Y'all can have Scorpio in your chart. This detachment and High Priestess in reverse. Somebody is very detached from their intuition at this time. Somebody's not listening to their intuition. And with this suppressing negative emotions and Eight of Wands, Mercury and Sag, I feel like somebody's going to end up just blurting something out. Some of you guys can also be having a hard time even hearing your intuition at this time. Or this could be somebody else. Throat chakra. Yeah, Ace of Cups. So somebody wants a new beginning. And love, money, or somebody just wants to be fulfilled. The Ace of Cups don't have to be love. Somebody could just want to be happy, you know, but somebody's not saying something. Or somebody needs to communicate this. Or somebody just needs to be honest with themselves about what they want. How they want to make money, what they want to do for money, how they want to do it, what they want out of love, what they want out of life. Yeah, I don't, detachment. Somebody's in their feelings about something, but they're not saying anything. Or detachment. Yeah, Knight of Cups. I feel like somebody's trying to follow their heart, but somebody could be, some of you guys are being overly analytical about something, or you need to get out your feelings and get more into the King of Swords energy, I guess. Or there could be a need to balance your emotions and your logic. You don't have to sacrifice one for the other. Actually, Knight of Cups here, Pisces. Somebody could be February Pisces or Aquarius. What's suppressing negative emotions? Somebody here is being stubborn. They're taking their time to communicate or taking their time to send a message, an email, to get back to you. I feel like somebody's taking their time, or this is you doing this. Somebody's taking their time to do something because they're still mad about something. Somebody's still holding a grudge. That's why somebody's taking their sweet time. Somebody's being petty and mature, suppressing negative emotions. For the fire signs. What is that? And fire signs are usually very expressive, but maybe this is somebody else in your energy. It could be an Aquarius, a Pisces, Cancer, an air sign, a water sign. What's suppressing negative emotions? Or this is you. Suppressing. Yeah, Judgment and the moon here. Somebody here could want to confess something, but somebody here is scared. There's fear, the moon here, Cancer energy. There's uncertainty. There's confusion, maybe even some deception. A lot of uncertainty. Somebody here also could feel like somebody's still hung up and mad about something from the past. Something could still be brewing in somebody's subconscious. Y'all need to get something off your chest. Yeah, something needs to be exposed. Something needs to come to the light. Something needs to be said or heard. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody definitely has something to get off their chest. What's the Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, the Hermit in reverse. Somebody here could be like paranoid, scared. Virgo energy. Somebody here could be breaking their silence, or they need to. It may be easier for somebody to break their silence if they're drinking or just blurting something out. Like, I don't. You or somebody can have Virgo in their chart. What's the Hermit in reverse? Yeah, something may be like an argument, a fight. Seven of Wands, Mars and Leo. Somebody could be really defensive. Somebody's not happy about something not going their way. Yeah, the Queen of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo. September Virgo, September Libra. This could be, they don't have to be an air sign or a Virgo. It could be a Sag. It could be a Virgo, Pisces. Virgo is here heavy. Cancer and Pisces is here heavy. They can just have those placements. Scorpio is here heavy as well. They can just have those placements in their chart. So there's definitely there's an issue with communication here with this Queen of Swords in reverse. Seven of Wands. There could be a blockage in communication. Somebody's also having a blockage with just themselves. Like, somebody can't communicate something effectively because they don't even understand it themselves. The Hermit in reverse is blocked inner counsel. When a Hermit is in reverse, this is a person who's always looking outside of themselves for some type of counsel. And that could be blocking somebody from actually hearing what their own intuition, their own insight, or somebody not willing to accept the truth or speak the truth. But there's a blockage here. Seven of Wands. And it could be messing with somebody's new beginnings. Somebody also could be lacking awareness because they're super defensive, they're super guarded. This could be a friend, a lover, a family member, an ex, whoever, a coworker, parent. Seven of Wands. Somebody feels like if they go ghost, then somebody feels like they're getting the upper hand by not saying something. The Lovers here, Gemini energy, that's about a choice, a decision. So the Lovers. And there's the Sword, and then she's taking the apple, and that apple's about information. The snake is on the floor, the same snake that's on the Hermit. Somebody needs to get off social media, just like I told the earth signs. But maybe for different reasons. Somebody here earth signs needed to get off social media because they were comparing their lives to other people. You guys need to get off social media because you can't hear your higher self. There's a disconnect between your intuition, something with your throat chakra. And if your throat chakra is blocked, so is your third eye, which is why the High Priestess, your intuition, is in reverse. Hold on. The World card, that could be something online, a cycle closing. Fixed sign energy, Scorpio. Somebody could be watching somebody online. Somebody here could be gathering the wrong information about a person because somebody's trying to judge something off of somebody's social media. Somebody could be watching somebody from a fake page or doing whatever. The World card. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. Somebody also could be high. Somebody here could be defensive when it comes to their sexuality and things like that. What's the Ace of Cups? The strength. Yeah, somebody feels really vulnerable with this. Somebody here, they have an issue with vulnerability. Somebody feels weak. They feel like a coward. Somebody feels inadequate. Maybe maybe somebody's not proud of their choices that they've made up until this point in life. Leo energy with the strength card. What's the strength in reverse? Somebody could be in their, yeah, somebody's not happy with themselves. They're not happy with their life. They're not happy where something is going. They're dissatisfied. They're apathetic. But instead of somebody here actively doing something about it, I feel like somebody's being too passive. Four Cups, Moon and Cancer, the Tower. Aries, Scorpio energy. So there could be a tower that you or somebody could have experienced, or somebody's just going through this by themselves. Four Cups. Yeah, the Empress. Somebody could not be happy about a pregnancy. Taurus, Libra energy. Or somebody's not happy with a mother figure, or a mother figure is not happy with a particular person. Flip it, switch it. Taurus, Libra here. The Empress is the mother. Yeah, somebody's not happy with how something is. What's this? Who's this Empress? This could be a family member, a friend, a lover, Empress. Yeah, child, somebody's not happy with a family member. Nine of Pentacles. Or somebody's not happy about their condition, their situation. There could be a broken family dynamic. Maybe somebody's not happy about their kids not living in the same home, or somebody's not happy with who they have kids with. Somebody could be born July 17th. Nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo. Heavy Virgo here. Ten of Cups here in reverse. Mars and Pisces. So there's something to do with family. Maybe somebody's not on the best terms with their family. There could be a broken family dynamic here. Somebody may regret who they have, or somebody's not happy about who they're pregnant by, who they got pregnant. Somebody may not be happy about their dysfunctional family. Somebody's not happy about something. Somebody may have to do something alone or by themselves, or somebody is not something, there's like a family dynamic that's just not perfect, or it's not what somebody wanted. And I feel like this is because somebody here just is not speaking up. Closed mouths don't get fed. Why is the World here real quick? Why is the World here? Yeah, Page of Cups. Something to do with the child, possibly. Or the Page of Cups, if it's not about an actual child, this could be self-expression. Somebody doesn't know how to express themselves. Somebody here could have grew up with a single mother who I feel like somebody like broke their child's spirit. I feel like the way somebody grew up was really dysfunctional, and now somebody here can have mommy issues, man or woman. Somebody also keeps creating broken homes. Somebody is not addressing something with this throat chakra that happened to them as a child. And this could be why this person is like, their life is like this. Especially if this is somebody that's just having kids that they don't want to take care of, but they can't stop having sex, like something like that. Or they're reckless. They can't control their sexual urges. Somebody's just very detached from themselves spiritually. It's something to do with somebody's feminine energy, whether it's a man or a woman. The High Priestess is feminine. The Empress is feminine. The Moon is feminine. There's something fractured about a person because of how they were raised, and it's because whoever raised this person, I feel like somebody's very image-based, very image-focused, even if something is dysfunctional or toxic or even abusive. High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, the Page of Wands. Somebody could be acting out. There could be a child that's acting out. A boy for some of y'all. I mean, it could be a little girl, but I feel like somebody here is acting out. Page of Wands in reverse. Somebody's behavior is predictable. Yeah, Five of Wands, a whole bunch of conflict. Somebody's not happy that they have to say something or compromise. Somebody doesn't want to compromise. They want to have the upper hand. Somebody also could feel some type of way that a person doesn't need them. This could even be someone that you guys have children by. You don't want to be with this person romantically, or they don't want to be with you and you don't like that, or they don't like it. Take it how it resonates. Five of Wands, Saturn and Leo. Wait, hold on, guys. I have to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Sorry, guys. What the hell? All right, sorry. Something could have been going on for a long time here. I feel like somebody wants to follow their heart, or somebody's heart could be elsewhere, but it's like somebody's suppressing a whole bunch of emotions. Like somebody's not saying something. Somebody here could be like compromising or trying to act like something's okay. They're trying to, somebody has been like pretending, acting, suppressing for so long that they're so far removed from their identity. Like somebody doesn't even know what, like, yeah, I don't, Knight of Cups. Somebody's throat chakra is blocked. Knight of Cups. Yeah, the Tower. Some of you guys are not expecting to hear from somebody, or they're not expecting to hear from you. Aries, Scorpio energy. Somebody could be wanting to return. Yeah, somebody here could miss you guys. They want to take the swords out your back, but it could, or this is you. I feel like somebody waited too long to do something, and I feel like they know that. Somebody could have waited too long to apologize, but they never did. Somebody here could be a deadbeat with the Emperor in reverse, or somebody here is a bad friend. There could be something going on with a third party. Somebody here is very stubborn, very set in their ways, very slow to move. They're very slow to give. What's this Tower? Yeah, Ace of Wands. I feel like some of you guys are detached from whatever this is. You don't want it no more. Or this is vice versa. Yeah, there could be distance, physical distance, emotional distance. What's the Ace of Wands in reverse? Yeah, the Temperance. The Nine of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Something is on again, off again. I feel like somebody's going to end up walking away and abandoning somebody. I think somebody's tired of the on again, off again. Somebody's tired of the trauma, the stress. Temperance here, Sagittarius. You may want to go watch the Sag reading. I really feel like somebody wants to heal, but they can't heal around particular people or person, or what's the Temperance? Yeah, Five of Cups. Grief, shame. Maybe somebody has some type of shame or trauma. It could be around their sexuality, their self-expression, their identity. Something could have happened to somebody when they were younger. Y'all could be seeing 555. Somebody has issues with giving or receiving. Somebody here has done some things that they're not proud of, possibly. In order for somebody to heal and unblock this, somebody has to speak up. Somebody doesn't really speak up. They don't know how to listen. They don't like hearing the truth, probably. Like, if somebody's not able to be honest with themselves, they most likely don't take constructive criticism well. Eight of Wands. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. Somebody here speaks from yeah, somebody's too emotional. I feel like somebody here needs to, like, suppressing negative emotions with the Eight of Wands and Queen of Cups underneath. That's not good. Somebody may, I don't know, somebody's going to drunk text you, drunk call you, email you, or this is you, but somebody doesn't really know how to, somebody needs to find a balance between their emotions and their logic. The Queen of Cups, the King of Swords. This is the type of person that once they'll hold something in, and then they get emotional or they get triggered. Somebody doesn't even know what their triggers are. So you'll say something to this person or do something, and they lash out. They do something impulsive. Somebody here is very emotionally reactive because they have a whole bunch of other shit that's suppressed. And it's really from their damn childhood, somebody's upbringing. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody here could feel rejected by you, or somebody has rejection sensitivity, maybe from their mother. Maybe somebody's mother rejected them as a child, like didn't really show them much affection, much love. This person couldn't cry. Shit like that. Somebody has a really hard time with rejection, especially when it comes to intimacy, sex. They're not really vulnerable or transparent, but they want to get in that. They want to get in your. They want to have access to your body. Somebody's also very self-absorbed. This could be a woman or a man. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, June, Cancer. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody's waiting until something builds up, and then they're gonna, and I feel like somebody's doing this because they really miss a person, but they don't know how to express that. Like I said, closed mouths don't get fed. Somebody has waited too much time has gone by. Saturn and Taurus. Somebody's gonna just blurt. And how you got all these? Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Somebody needs to grow up. Seven of Pentacles. Man or woman. Yeah, the Two of Swords. Somebody's very double-minded. Somebody don't know if they hate or love. Somebody does, like, okay, I hate this person. One minute somebody hates a person, the next minute they miss or love them. One minute they want to be up under them or they want to talk to them. The next minute they're holding them in contempt. They're disgusted. They're angry. They're this. Somebody got to make up their mind. Somebody's too double-minded. Moon and Libra. Somebody here could be two-faced or they're just too double-minded. They're indecisive. Somebody don't know how they feel about a person. Somebody here could need to be evaluated. Somebody needs to be evaluated. Somebody could be in denial that they have a problem. I don't know. Two of Swords here. A lot of confusion. Somebody got abandonment. Two of Swords. Yeah, Ten of Swords in reverse. Y'all could be seeing 10, 10, 111. Capricorn had got 111 for their reading. I feel like something is honestly over. I feel like somebody here missed their chance. They took too damn long. So yeah, somebody here, and somebody was also very nasty, very spiteful, very petty, very vindictive when they did something. And I don't know if somebody here thought they had it like that, where they can just take forever. But I feel like somebody has not gotten over an ending. They have not accepted something. Somebody's also constantly ruminating over something. That's why they're so angry. But they feel lonely and misunderstood. They're fearful of expressing themselves. But they don't want to apologize. They don't want to admit that they're wrong. They can't see where they lack awareness. It's too much. Gemini sun here with the Ten of Swords. Too much. Somebody just doesn't really know themselves at all. And I feel like whatever somebody's mad at is nothing to do with you. It's really to do with themselves. Or this is you. Flipping switch cross watcher. This could be the fire signs. Judgment in the moon. Hey, artist me for life. Judgment in the moon. Somebody expects you to read their mind, and when you don't read their mind, they get angry. Grow the fuck up. Judgment in the moon. Somebody needs to grow up. This is what happens when kids are not allowed to express themselves. They become adults that act like this, that are draining, immature. Yeah, so Knight of Swords. Somebody gets triggered, and then they run off at the mouth. They start saying crazy shit. They start doing crazy things. They don't think before they speak. And then on top of that, they wait until months, years have gone by, thinking that time passing is an apology. And then they expect you to just, oh yeah, you know, just to be over it. They expect you to just not care. That's just not how that. Somebody is very avoidant. Somebody is very inconsiderate, very avoidant. Knight of Swords here, Gemini, Taurus. Somebody could be born in May. Four Swords in reverse, Jupiter and Libra. Somebody don't think before they act, and they don't think before they speak. They get triggered, and then they say and do things impulsively and recklessly that they can't take back. Once you say and do something to somebody, you can't take it back. Somebody don't think. They just this type of person that will go to jail for getting in their feelings and or get fired from work because they cursed their boss out or hung up on their boss or a supervisor, or they just can't. Somebody here can't control their temper. Somebody has a lot of issues from there. Somebody needs to talk to their mother or deal with their mother wounds. Seriously, somebody has a lot of unprocessed emotions. Somebody here can want to come. Somebody here could be breaking their silence, but they're going to be coming at you, or rough around the edges. Or somebody could be born November 29th or October 29th. Hey, Millie, somebody could be coming at you crazy for something that they did to you. But because you didn't chase them, or because something didn't plan out how they wanted it to plan out, they got all this animosity and hostility towards you for what they did. And that's why you don't have no interest in this person, because they're very avoidant. There will be no future between you and this person. They're awesome. Or somebody's extremely self-absorbed. And that's why they keep having problems, not just with you, but with other people. Somebody here needs to really go to therapy and stop blaming everybody else. Somebody here, psychologically, somebody is not well. And something has been coming to a person's attention. Something needs to be reviewed. And somebody rather just use other people as a scapegoat. Your readings are spot on. Hey, Javali, somebody will use you as their scapegoat. They'll curse you out. They'll take it out on you because they're mad at somebody else, or they're mad at something else about themselves. That's abusive. Who wants to be around that? Who wants to be around that? Because you feel lonely and misunderstood. Then go talk to a professional. Go get yourself together. That's nobody's fault. That's bold. Somebody's very inconsiderate. Extremely inconsiderate. Law of attraction. Yeah, high vibes. Don't let this person disturb your peace. Somebody here, and pick and choose your battles wisely. Because honestly, people like this, it really doesn't make any sense to have you can't have adult conversations with people who are super reactive. You can't. They're going to find a way to lash out at you. They're going to find a way to blame you. They're going to find a way to take it out on you. Certain people, you just have to accept the fact that, and this could be something that could be even frustrating for you guys. You're trying to have adult conversations with a person or people who instantly get defensive. And meanwhile, you're having these conversations with them because you actually value the connection and you want to preserve it. But they see it as an attack. They see it as an attack. So you can't do shit with people like this. Leave them be. Somebody here could be coming back around. Some of you guys may end up being tested because you may be the person that's still mad about something. And don't get into no arguments with nobody, especially this person. You'll know who this is. Do not get into no arguments with this person. Let them say what they want to say. This is somebody that's battling a lot of demons, a lot of suppressed things. This person, they don't even know why they're really mad. They mad at the world at this point. Somebody feels like the world owes them something because of what their mother or father didn't give them, for what they never got help for or therapy for. Hive, as a grown adult, you're not responsible for what happens to you as a child, but when you become a grown adult, you need to go get that checked out. There's no excuses. High vibes, surround yourself with positivity, connect with yourself and source, sufrigo frequencies, your tribe. Yeah, don't surround yourself with people or a person that just can't be honest with themselves. A person who's not going to be honest with themselves, they're not going to be honest with you. And if you try to tell them about themselves, they're going to get defensive. What else? Yeah, respond. Oh my God. Respond versus react. Express from a loving place. Old trigger and trauma yields drama. New beneficial thought patterns. Some of you guys, some of you guys could be naturally reactive, or you could be dealing with somebody that is, but you're being called to respond versus react. A lot of you guys may have a lot of emotions, negative emotions toward a particular person for what somebody here could have done a lot to you guys, and you may feel like you got to get back at them, curse them out, stoop to their level. Don't do that. Yeah, mayhem. Yeah, don't, that's going to interfere with your manifestations, what you're trying to build. Don't do it. One more. Yeah, paradigm shift. You're never going to get out of old you're never going to get into new paradigms if you constantly respond, if you constantly react in old ways. You know, if you keep reacting in the same way, you're going to keep having the same experiences until you just get the lesson. A lot of you guys with the judgment, you're going to be tested on how you handle a conversation, or how you handle when somebody here approaches you, steps to you, or does something that triggers you. Or this could be somebody else. Paradigm shift, new experiences integrating now. Materialization, growth, expansion, progression, cycles, and change. And past programming. Choose your beliefs, recognize false stories, external conditioning, make decisions that support goal. Yeah, be mindful of making impulsive and irrational decisions because you feel triggered. A lot of you guys, now would be a good time with all this throat chakra energy. It would be a good time to journal. It would be a good time for you to talk to a therapist if you're dealing with a very difficult person, or if you're having a difficult time identifying what your triggers are. It would be a good time to either talk to a coach, a therapist, somebody that can help you peel back those layers, or this is what somebody else needs to do. Maybe you guys need help navigating a difficult person or situation and you don't know how. I feel like there could be somebody that brings you a lot of anxiety. Dealing with this person is just very anxiety inducing. Somebody also could like to install fear in you. They like to play on people's weaknesses or yours. So, or this is just you. Maybe you guys get triggered and you just react irrationally or impulsively. Flip and switch it, okay? Flip and switch it. Can you believe this person is 42? So sad, what a waste. Frozen in time at the age the trauma occurred. Let it dictate his life. And that be with it. And with the world here and the seven and the page of cups, somebody is stuck with, at whatever age somebody got their first heartbreak, their first rejection, their first girlfriend or boy. Somebody could be born November 27th. The first time somebody got cheated on or whatever. It's the first time somebody's mother or father abandoned them or yelled at them or did whatever to them. Somebody is stuck in the age of whatever trauma that they've experienced with that word and page of cups. That's why somebody is so defensive. The hermit in reverse, they lack awareness. They're like a baby who needs a lot of external validation and you know, they just need a lot from other people. Somebody doesn't know how to self-soothe themselves. As a grown adult, somebody here either goes to sex, they have porn, they fight people, get into arguments, they drink, smoke, overeat. Somebody does everything but properly self-regulate and self-soothe. Somebody's parents could have been too over-accommodating or too harsh. There was some type of extreme here. And it didn't help that his parents coddled and spoiled him. Yeah, it's just, and then somebody never grew up. Somebody is stuck in whatever age their trauma, abuse, or whatever something happened to somebody, that's the age that a person is stuck in. They could be in their 30s, 20s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 80s. There are some people in this life that will die never changing. It could be your own parents, siblings. Some people will die never changing. People that you have dated, people that y'all have kids with. There are people that don't know how to talk to people when they feel triggered. All they know how to do is curse you out, yell at you, threaten you, walk away, turn it, block, ignore your calls, shut down. That's all they know how to do. All they know how to do is react rather than respond. They go 0 to 100 really quick, and they don't think anything is wrong with that. People think that type of behavior is normal. And that just goes to show you how people's childhoods and their upbringings are very dysfunctional. This is your reading, fire signs. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.